What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I'm really excited to bring you the review of the Tiger Line GUI from Yikun discs, the Dragon Line View, and the Tiger Line QUI. So we have the GUI, the QUI, and the View. We're going to start off with the putter here, the Tiger Line GUI. I really like this disc. I think this is one of Yikun's best discs, if not their best disc. It's very similarly profiled to an AVR X3. Super flat, feels really good in the hand. It's not too deep, but it's deep enough to still feel like a putter. And it has this bit of texture in here. You can see it if I put it just like that. You can see that it's like textured here and then smooth here. So depending on the feel that you like, you just kind of hold it the way that you like. I'm not really a fan of this. I kind of find it distracting when I'm lining up for a shot. I have to like rotate the disc to be in my hand the way that I want it to be. But aside from that, I really like this disc. And again, it's really flat, really stable, really easy to throw. And no matter how I threw this thing, it would just pop up, go straight, and then fade. Or even if I threw it flat, it would just go straight and then fade. Hyzer, go straight, then fade. So the flight number is 2302. Very accurate. I really like this disc, and I'm actually able to forehand this disc as well, so it can handle the torque of a forehand throw. I think they knocked it out of the park. The plastic feels really good. It's grippy, but not too grippy, but it still has that nice premium feel to it. Tiger Line GUI, huge thumbs up. I really like this disc. How did it fly for you?
Yeah, same here. They really knocked it out of the park. So the Tiger and the Dragon Line plastics were my favorite. Yeah, this was such a cool disc, and I actually really do like this little bit of texture here, especially when we have cold, wet mornings here in Melbourne. Just having that little extra texture on there is nice. And it didn't distract me because you can just feel under the disc when you're on it and when you're not. But you'll see in the throws that this thing flies really true to its flight number, and just love the plastic. Great disc by Yikun. They did well on this one.
The next disc that I want to talk about is the QUI. This disc was really good as well. So the Tiger Line QUI has really sweet artwork. It's got a really cool ram on it. The flight numbers are 550 with a 2.5 fade. And at first glance, I was like, there's no way this thing's gonna be that stable. And it actually surprised me over and over again. This disc is that stable, and it's really good. It's kind of flies like a 5-speed, like what you think a 5-speed brand new T-Bird would fly like. You can smash this thing full power straight. It'll go straight for a real long time and then fade, dump really hard at the end. So this disc is really dependable, and again, with the shape and the profile of it, you would think it wouldn't be, like, it doesn't look like a really stable disc, and I was definitely skeptical when we unboxed it. It just doesn't look like it would be that stable. But after testing it and giving it a lot of throws, it flies very true to the flight numbers. And if there was any of the Yikun discs that would make my bag, it would be this one, because it's not quite a mid-range, but it's also not quite a fairway driver. It feels like it's somewhere in between. It feels faster than a mid, but it's obviously slower than like my T-Bird as well and my FDs. So it fits right in between there perfectly. So this is a really unique disc. It's got dependable stability, and it kind of fulfills that hybrid mid fairway driver slot. Like it's like if you wanted to go out and play with two or three discs, this would be one of those 2 or 3 discs I'd want to go play, because it's versatile and can be thrown backhand, forehand, doesn't go too far but doesn't go too short either. Really nice disc. What did you think?
Yeah, I love this disc, and what I really loved about it was the dependability. And you're right, when you pick this thing up and you look at it, it doesn't look like it's going to be that stable, but especially with my arm speed, I could not get this thing to turn at all. Like, it would go straight and then it would fade. Forehand and backhand, it would go straight and it would fade. And the plastic, I mean, I love this Tiger plastic. They really did a nice job on this disc as well. So this could make my bag, definitely 100% down the road someday. Yeah, love it.
And then the last disc we tested is the Dragon Line View. So when we did the unboxing, this was one of the discs that people were most curious about. The Dragon Line View clocks in at a 7.6, negative 3.5 with a 1 fade. This thing is very understable. If I throw it with a lot of hyzer, very soft, it still turns over and pans to the right. This is gonna be a really fantastic disc to players with slower arm speeds and newer players, and they can release it on hyzer and see how a disc golf disc is actually supposed to fly. So I think it's got that shape of a T-bird as well. So once your arm speed surpasses beyond this disc, you'll feel comfortable throwing other discs as well. Like when you look at this disc, it doesn't look like it would be that understable. It's pretty aggressive under the wing here. Like it's got a really high amount of concaveness under here, so it looks like it'd be really aggressive and really overstable. But I mean, again, once you throw it, like I throw this thing with 10% power on hyzer and it'll turn over and then glide to the right. It doesn't really have too much fade for me, but if I had a slower arm speed, I can see that it would fade. This wouldn't be a disc that would make my bag, but it would be a disc that I would recommend to a new player.
Yeah, definitely. What is really cool about this disc is you can have the slower arm speed and you can actually see how a disc is supposed to fly. Now if you throw it on hyzer, if you have a faster arm speed with a faster disc, you can get a disc to come up and turn. And me, I'm still working on that. My backhand is still not up to speed, so there's a lot of discs, especially when you get up to 9, 10 speed, especially 12 speed. I can't get a disc. I don't have the arm speed and the power to get my disc to come up and turn yet. So a disc like this for me was fun to throw. It was really cool to actually get a flight of how a disc is supposed to fly. So yeah, definitely a beginner fairway driver for somebody. Yeah. Very good disc. Nice job, Yikun.
And that's all we have for this video. If you want to check out any of these discs, they're on the Yikun website. I think they sell some of them on Infinite as well. But if you have any questions about these discs, leave it in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. This is Iceberg TV, and take care.
Take care.